the management has to be evaluated on the basis of how far they have been successful in profitably utilizing the assets. Yeah. Just as what I just mentioned, this is return on investment. So this is return on assets actually. And when I say investment, investment is a very broad term. Return on assets is this is what it is trying to say. Assets used to be related to the profits earned. Return on operating assets is operating profit to operating assets is obtained by dividing operating profit by average value of operating assets. दिखाओ what is operating assets? Operating assets refers to total current assets and fixed assets. यहाँ पर एक क्लिक करो, एक फॉर्मूला आएगा बीच में. हाँ. So return on assets has two components. One is your net profit by total assets, that is your return on assets basic. The other way to measure it is, we will see in one of the future slides. This is what return on assets is. And if you see, can I write NP for net profit? So, I can write it as NP by sales into sales by assets. Do you see this? Sales will cancel each other out. Are you? Do you see what I am saying? So, of course, return on assets is net profit divided by assets. That is the first part. But if you see, it is the same as net profit by sales into sales by assets. So, return on assets is actually a combination of two factors, which is how much net profit you made on your sales, because you do not really make net profit on what is profit? Sales minus cost equal to profit, right. So, you make profit not on assets per se, but on your sales. Are you getting it? So, how much profit you made on your assets or how much return you made on your assets is a function of two things: how much net profit you made on your sales, and then how much of sales was generated through your assets. Are you getting what I am saying? How much of net profit you made on your sales and how much of sales was generated through your assets. So, that is actually how much. So, it is a function of two factors working together. Maybe you did a great job here. The rest of the world is making only 8% profit on their sales. We made 10% profit on our sales. Just assume. But what if we are not utilizing our assets to generate enough sales? We use 10 crore of assets to generate sales of 50 crores, right? Maybe we did well on this part, but we did not do well on this part. I will just give you a very simple example. Your law exam had 6 questions. Let us see you did brilliantly in questions 1, 2, 3, 4. You did mediocre in questions 5 and 6. You still secured highest marks in the class. So, this is true. Just because you secured highest marks in the class does not mean that you have reached your optimum potential. Are you getting what I am saying? You know it that there are areas which you could have improved on. So, that is what I am trying to say, that net profit upon assets is a function of multiple factors. You did excellent in one area, but you did a mediocre job in the other area. You still have an excellent ratio, but it does not mean that you are utilizing your assets properly. Are you getting what I am saying? So that's the, I just gave that example just to help you understand. So you did well in some good parts, but there are areas where you need to improve. So in this case, I have 10% net profit margin on sales, but here I only utilize 10 crores of assets to earn 50 crores of sales. But my competitors, they had 10 crores of assets only, but they had a sale of 60 crores. The reason my inefficiency of assets is being hidden is because I have a very good N profit ratio. So that's the reason we need to, when we calculate net profit by assets, I have to look at multiple components that are driving it and see whether we are attaining excellence in every single component. Are we getting it? So that's what we are doing. So, and similarly, return on operating assets is operating profit into 100 by average operating assets. Yeah. And what is average operating assets? Total current assets and total fixed assets used. Okay. So effectively, then we won't use all those goodwill and intangible assets. वो सब नहीं आएंगे. Intangible assets, preliminary expenses, all those stuffs will be out. Next. Next. क्या होगा? अच्छा स्लो है. Okay.